What's up? I'm about to try the new Dorito shell taco from Taco Bell. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. I represent Taco Bell Dorito shell taco.
Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt. It is so big. She looks like one of those rap guys' girlfriends.
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
In the end, most guys will tell you that even the most lovable women in the world are just the tiniest bit crazy.
Mark places his palm on John's face and then goes in for the hug. As a sign of respect, John moves Mark's small finger out of his eye line.
Whoever wants to talk, go ahead, and we'll be out of here in a tight 15.
I found a sandwich in one of your parks, and I want to know why it didn't have mayonnaise.
The thought going through my mind is, I owe America a global apology.
Well, hello and welcome to another episode of What the Hell Did You Expect? I am your host, Kevin Ryan, weighing in this week at 193-ish pounds. That's my best guess. I don't have a scale. You are listening to episode number 14 in the Collectors series. And once again, with me in the studio is Colin Suplee.
Do not touch.
Wasn't even close to touching.
That's what it says on the dials.
Oh,
the magic
yeah, that
dials
too.
that make the audio work.
Okay, so I feel like maybe I don't owe America a global apology, but I at least owe the listeners
a regional apology.
Yeah, a local apology. I can't think of any other synonyms for that word. Can you? Okay.
A community apology.
Something like that. We had some weird technical difficulties with setting up recording for the podcast at the beginning of this, so there may have been some weird dead air space. Well, not dead air, but you may have just heard some strange rap music that did not belong to this imaginary radio show. Also, I am continuing to fight off the very last remnants of a flu, and as such, I might be sporadically coughing throughout the show. Pay that no attention. Just like the man behind the curtain. Pay that no attention either.
I should also apologize. My my computer's doing some weird shit. If you're listening to this, awesome. But we may not have a podcast this week just because we're running into some technical difficulties. And I don't know if my computer's actually recording the audio coming out of the website right now.
I mean, we'll see, I guess.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Please work.
So
the little bar is moving. Does that mean it's making noise?
Hopefully.
It's like, I don't
in
know.
good news, we actually do have a run sheet this week.
Yay! I have one thing to talk about.
Well, I mean, that's considerably more than we had last week.
Yeah! I mean, I can always talk about things that I usually talk about, but...
I actually wanted to start off talking about Colin and a few friends and I. We went to an art gallery.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Over, well, sort of on Friday, so I guess that's not quite the weekend. It is the weekend because we were done with classes and everything at that point. But we went to an art gallery, and I don't know. I sort of wanted to talk with you a little bit about the art gallery experience.
Yeah, sure. There are white walls and pieces of art hanging from the white walls. Welcome to art galleries. This is my life.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What do you want me to talk about it? It was a show by Blakely Dadson, who is known otherwise as Lord Blakely on like Instagram and his website and things, and he did some interesting pieces about, what was it called? It was called like Thieves and Charlatans, and it was these paintings of Gundams and Macross and Robotechs and Voltrons and other Japanese robot like 80s show things with Disney like old-timey Steamboat Willie Disney styled cartoons on like sort of backgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
And it was interesting and funny and strange and really lovely stylistic juxtaposition and whatnot. But Yeah.
Yeah.
You should look that up. It's really cool.
And I don't know, because I was thinking sort of about that art exhibit a little bit more as the weekend went on, and as I was doing nothing but drinking hot water with honey and lemon and watching reruns of Frasier today.
Nah.
Yeah. That's
Did you
my life.
reconcile in your mind how it's actually about the duality of man?
Well,
I'm sorry, I need to stop using that punchline.
it's about a duality of something, though, I think. I mean, well, maybe not necessarily duality, but I just, and especially hearing you phrase it the way you just did with, 80s style Gundam, Japanese type things, and then like old timey cartoon type stuff. It definitely seems like the artist was trying to say, or was doing something with the way representation through animation has changed over the course of years.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know what it means. It was funny, and it was weird, and it was interesting, and I need more time to think about it. But I saw two very, very, very iconic art styles being juxtaposed in art pieces. And that usually always means something about, like, I don't know, heritage contrasts or cultural appropriation or that poo-pah, but...
Yeah, see, I have absolutely no background in art, so what I had to do while I was there at the art gallery was go, that looks cool. Wait, sort of look interested, sort of rub my beard as I looked at the picture for a minute, move to the next picture, do the same routine, move to the next picture, be spontaneously struck by one particular detail, lean in a little bit closer, examine that detail for a few seconds, make some small little noise like a sigh or a move to the next picture.
You know very well how to fake gallery interactions. That's pretty good.
I mean, I don't know shit about art.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like, I was genuinely looking at those pieces. Well, I mean, you were too, but in a different way. And the way I was doing it, my nose was an inch away from them at all times.
Yeah,
so
I have a great picture of you with your nose an inch away from one of the pictures.
You gotta get really close and actually, like, because I was trying to figure out how the hell he painted those Gundams. Like, what is that? And I think it's paint. I'm pretty sure it's like acrylic or something. It's not oil, but it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, see, that's the sort of thing, like, I wouldn't think about that when I'm looking at a picture. I would not think about, how did he make this? What sort of material was used to put this on this?
Yeah.
I just sort of see the finished product, and I don't know what to do with it
But
because
the finished product is the process, Kevin. That's why it's like fine art. Ooh.
But there's so much, and it's so big, and it's just intimidating to try and be like, well, I think this might be this. No, I have no idea what this might be. I don't know. I just have no way of figuring out what the fuck anything might possibly be. I guess it's just because I don't really have that sort of training. I guess. I mean, You are an art major.
Yeah. I guess I have an advantage in that regard. That said, this is kind of befuddling to me, too, because it's just like, what are you doing? I get that it's cool. Maybe I'm thinking too hard about it. Maybe it's just about, like, I don't know. Because the only thing I kept thinking about when I was looking at it was the cultural exchange of maybe that is what it's about. But it reminded me, like, because back in, like, the way early times, Osamu Tezuka, who is known as the god of manga and made things like Astro Boy and Kimba the White Lion and Princess Knight and very popular, very famous things in Japan, and like Phoenix and Blackjack, some of which have been gained notoriety over here, especially Astro Boy. His style is based off those early Disney cartoons, so there's definitely like that history there of like where it's like Disney and like the Japanese mainstream kind of like manga anime industry kind of borrowed from each other quite a bit and are still sort of doing that now. But it's more like harkening back to those older styles and sort of. But it's also not, because Gundams are really new. Like, because that was like the classic old-timey Disney, and then like they were also like, these are 70s, 80s robot designs. Like, there's more layers to it that I don't understand. It's like, what is it going on? It was cool. I liked being befuddled, but I was also like I was also just there being like, these paintings of Gundams are really, really fucking good.
Yeah,
like,
but also
whoa.
your meaning of befuddled in that art gallery, you were a much more informed befuddled than I was.
Truth.
I just felt confused. I liked it. They were cool looking pictures, but I was just confused. I mean, that's not to say I can't appreciate art or anything. It's just that I don't know shit about it.
Yeah. You took an art history course. That's like something.
I mean, it was a 100 level where we had the nicest teacher ever who gave basically everyone A's as long as they showed up and wrote things.
Oh, fair enough. I did 300 level art courses. Me. But no, that's good. I mean, I always feel bad like ending like talking about art and like, yeah, I liked it, because I was like, that's the one thing they tell you like in art class, like never. It doesn't fucking matter if you liked it or not. No one gives a shit. Just talk about the work, and it's like, I don't know. Because I always use that as like my conversation starter when I was in an English major. Because I was like, I don't care. Let me just talk about how much I like it. But now I'm just like, I have to like stay true to my values, and be like, but what is it trying to say? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't understand. And I just realized that we really should have used one of Dadson's pieces, like one of the art pieces we saw, because they're all like there's photographs of them, all of them on the website for the gallery, which is the Charles A. Hartman Art Gallery in downtown Portland, Oregon. If you're interested in checking that out and you're listening, but because we have an image for the podcast, we should have used a picture of his piece for the image. But
if our podcast is
if it works, but instead there is a spider fist bumping a dude. So yeah,
I mean that works too.
It does. It's very. What the hell did you expect? Next week I'm thinking geese. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope my computer's not broken.
What about a Seahawk?
A goose fighting a Seahawk?
Or just a Seahawk?
Like a football player, or the bird that doesn't exist?
No, the Seahawk does actually exist.
Oh, it does?
We went over this
real?
last year, Colin.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oops.
The Seahawk is a bird that exists. It's an osprey.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That
is it a
Seahawk.
kind of osprey, or is it an osprey?
No, it is an osprey. It's just a different term for osprey that no one uses.
Okay, cool.
Speaking about sport ball.
Sport ball.
It's semi-sport ball season again.
Is it? What are they playing?
Did you say what are they playing?
Yeah. It's sport ball season, so what are they playing?
Sport ball.
Okay. Good to know.
But have you been have you heard anything about the weird controversies, like multiple, that have sort of popped up at the beginning of the sport ball season?
Dude, I spend too much time dealing with controversy in the animation community to deal with any of the sporting community bullshit.
Okay, here's a quick rundown. There's a player for the Ravens.
The Ravens.
The Baltimore Ravens, who, like, this was months, maybe even a year ago, got into a fight with his wife. There's video footage of him in an elevator. He one-shots her, just punches her right in the temple, and she's knocked out, and he drags her out of the elevator.
What a dick.
And basically, the NFL, even when he was accused of this, they didn't do anything because they didn't have the footage. So once they actually did get the footage, which was about a month ago, excuse me, their initial reaction was, oh, slap on the wrist, suspension for 2 games.
Yeah.
I mean, now they've suspended him indefinitely until, like, trial happens and everything, I think.
Okay.
Well,
that's better.
I don't know if there's going to be actually a trial. Maybe it's just an NFL internal investigation.
Maybe they should just turn him
he's
into
married
a
to this woman now. Like, he wasn't married to her when he beat her.
Oh.
And then they got married. And
why did... whatever.
His wife continually defends him on Twitter for his actions and stuff. The second controversy is... I don't know the guy's name or even what team he plays for. I think it's the Minnesota Vikings. God, sorry. I'm a lot more coffee than I thought I would be.
You're talking frequently. It's a thing.
Yeah.
We can have Colin hour where Colin just sort of talks and you grunt.
Mm.
Yeah, that's kind of how it would be. And then it'd be like, Kevin, Kevin, what do I talk about? And then I'd be like, I'd start talking to like the objects in the room. Be like, hey, Black Santa, what's up? Hey, Mike 3. Good job, Mike 3.
Yeah.
And then, I wouldn't go anywhere. That would be terrible one-host radio show.
Yeah, well, a
That'd be such
one-host
bad
radio
idea.
show is a really terrible idea in general. Either way, so this player for, I think, the Vikings, he has a few kids. He's
dear.
divorced, so he, like, shares custody with his wife who lives in New York or something. Oh my god, that was a deep one. So they were at the family's house resort vacation thing down in Texas. One of the kids shoved another kid out of the way to play Xbox.
Sounds pretty par of the course with children and Xboxes.
For like a 4-year-old kid, yeah, totally. And the NFL dad,
shit, what did he do?
He takes a branch and takes all like the twigs and leaves off.
Yeah.
And he pulls the kid's pants down and he beats the shit out of the kid with, he calls it a switch. And it actually cut him pretty deep, like on the inner thigh, on his scrotum even.
Jesus Christ.
It's a 4-year-old kid, and this guy beat him pretty thoroughly, and it was pretty apparent. He knew where he was hitting him, and he knew how hard he was hitting him. Which...
What? Wait. So the he beat his own kid, or the kid who pushed his own kid?
No, these are both his own kids.
Oh. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
And he says that this is a common occurrence, that he beats his kids a lot. You know, when they misbehave, he beats his kids. That's just what he does. That's how he parents. And this has sparked a big controversy about, you know, is it okay to beat your kid as a parent?
No, it's not. But...
Yeah, I mean...
clearly, but...
Well, not so clearly for large parts of our culture.
For NFL players. Because they're above the law, clearly.
Well, I mean...
You know, sport ball is just completely out of the way. And the government has
for
no pull
large
over
parts
them.
of the Southeast, I mean, giant parts of the Southeast, beating your kid is a pretty common thing.
Glad I don't live there.
Yeah, and, you know, it's also pretty common for people of a, you know, I hate to generalize this much, but of a poorer socioeconomic background, it's more common. But yeah, so the NFL's not really doing anything with this guy because he's under investigation and on trial, and they're saying that they're pending doing anything until the results of the trial have come out. It's Texas, so, you know, it probably won't go too poorly for him. Plus, he's an NFL player, so... Fortunately, none of the Seahawks have been arrested yet.
That'll be fun when our team starts. I don't give a shit about them. Who am I saying? But when the Seattle team starts doing poor things.
Oh, I mean, every.
I'm sure they are.
Oh
they're
yeah,
a football team.
Oh, definitely.
But,
I'm pretty sure every NFL team in the U.S. has at least one player who's done something illegal within the past year. And not illegal like misdemeanor, like, oh, something small, like felony illegal.
Like making meth.
I mean, maybe not like making meth, but...
Just imagine Bryan Cranston running around on a football field for a second.
No.
Oh, it's funny. Here I am trying to lighten the mood, and you're knocking me down, Kevin. Oh my gosh. What are we? What the hell did you expect? Well, you know what you can expect? Art galleries and abuse cases, because that's what we are now.
Jesus, that's a really terrible. I mean, the art gallery isn't a bad reputation, but the abuse cases. I mean,
you would be interested in some of the weird shit that goes on in art galleries.
Yeah,
I wish I had specific cases, but I don't.
Well, I mean, I read enough weird articles on weird corners of the internet to know that, you know, as an art exhibit, there's one artist who decided to, you know, lose his virginity on stage as a art experience. And apparently that went pretty poorly.
Yeah, somehow I don't like. I would be very uninterested in seeing that, regardless of its conceptual merit. I'm just like, I don't want to see this guy fuck up at sex. Like, this is not something I'm interested in.
See, well, I mean, part of the reason why it went poorly was because it was hyped up so much this guy's going to lose his virginity, as in, we're going to get to see sex. He didn't actually have sex. It was a metaphorical losing of his virginity through some weird performance art.
That's all I have. Deep sigh. See, at least if two people got up on a stage and had sex, like in an art gallery, that would at least like be controversial and interesting and start new dialogue.
Yeah.
But if a guy's just like, I am pretending to have sex, people have done that before. I mean, not to say you shouldn't do what people have done before, because that's kind of what art is. It's just doing what people have done before, but better or worse. A lot of worse. But, you know, just, ick.
Yeah.
Yep.
More or less.
Those are my emotions on this case.
Yeah. Is it working?
Yeah, it's working. Our phone is working if anyone wants to call us.
Yeah.
We're not going to give you the number. Don't you fucking 8675309.
1877 cars for kids. 1877 cars for kids.
1-800-300-8553. I'm out of phone number jingles.
God, so many.
DuckTales. Woohoo. That counts, right?
Not really.
Okay.
It's not a phone number jingle.
Damn it.
So many Seattle radio phone number jingles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hi there, Cisco Morris. I was thinking about him the other day.
Yeah, the car dealership guys are always so funny. So it's like,
well, Cisco Morris isn't a car dealership guy.
oh, damn it.
He's a gardener.
Oh, is he I'm doing my part, that guy?
Uh-huh.
Oh, my God. So the ones I remember are like, we're your number one team. And it's like a poor quality camera, and the actors clearly don't give a shit. And it's just like bad imposed text and clearly not up to the the aesthetic standards of the
Linwood
20-aughts.
Honda.
Yeah. The Shane Company.
Oh my God. Now you've got a friend in the diamond business.
Ah. Fucking hate commercials. Jesus Christ. And now we got to commercial break. Doritos. Now with 1,000 times more calories.
I think that would give you just an immediate heart attack.
Or a hard on.
Is someone like... Is your phone near the... Get your phone away from the speaker system, because when people text you, it makes a weird, like, sound through the speaker.
Weird.
Yeah. And
I am texting. I am such good radio host. Give money. Sponsorship. Doritos. Sunny Delight. Tang. I need to say more brand names. Sub-Zero. That's a Street Fighter character.
Really shouldn't say any brand names.
Mortal Kombat. FCC standards do not apply.
In case you want to sponsor our show, the KLC phone number is 503-768-7104. Again, that's 503-768-7104. If you want to call in, we'll see if the telephone actually works this semester. No promises.
What the hell did you expect? No,
Yeah.
batteries not included. Cough, 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 cough.
You
Cough.
really have to be better at filling the space when I'm coughing rather than just sitting there.
All right, so if I start rambling, that's because Kevin's coughing. So let's try this again. Kevin, cough. So the other day, I was eating toast, and the toast walked into my mouth and said, "Hello, Colin." Oh, he's not coughing anymore. Now he's drinking water.
Okay, I guess I should specify more clearly. You really have to be better when I'm obviously not going to be able to talk into the microphone. So you can cover for me seamlessly.
Okay, so there are spiders in South America that can that are as big as your skull and will leap into the air and catch birds and then like pull them down onto trees and fucking eat them. It's so metal.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, I know, right? There's also fish that like will like eat you called piranhas. We should go.
See, it's weird pieces of nature like that that make me absolutely like sure that I don't want to ever live off the grid. Like, boo urbanization. The people who are like, man, the government's gonna be putting like a microchip in us, and
No, it's not the government, it's companies.
And I can't stand, being tracked by everyone, and going to the market, and it's all the same ConAgra and GM, and man, I'm just gonna go out to the country and build my own house and grow my own food.
Yeah, but if you trip and fall down a flight of stairs and break your leg out in the country where no one is out there and you're at a cell reception and don't have internet, you're fucked, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like living, thank you.
Yeah, or if you're out tilling your field and a cougar comes and like tries to maul your face off, you're fucked.
That's why you have dogs, actually. Like big dogs, like Newfoundlands, and huskies and direwolves. And,
yeah,
and leaping tarantulas.
One of these things is not like the other.
The leaping tarantulas?
What gave it away?
I don't know. Maybe the fact that they're spiders. Oh! Speaking of spiders and dogs in conjunction, have you seen the video where a dude took a huge spider outfit and put it on his golden retriever and had his golden retriever chase people who didn't anticipate it? It's
no,
really funny.
I should.
Viewers, you should go Google that. Viewers,
yeah.
I mean listeners.
Yes.
Also, Josie, the old woman who lives out behind the car lot, has noticed that the angels are no longer weeping inside her house. This has been...
That's from Night Vale.
That's totally from Night Vale. I was trying to see if I could actually remember what she says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
What else is on your run sheet, Kevin? Because I told you I had a run sheet, and it was kind of true. Because I was like, my run sheet is we're just going to talk about the art gallery, because the art gallery was so interesting. Blakely Dadson, look him up. But what else? What else was we mentioned Game of Thrones? Do we really want to talk about that? Because I'm not sure if I honestly want to talk about that again.
When did we mention Game of Thrones?
At the end of last show. We also talked about Korra and like other things. Yeah, and spiders. Spiders. You should everyone who's listening, you should read Okay, the sequel is called This Book is Full of Spiders, but the prequel is called John Dies at the End, and it's really lovely and hilarious and Lovecraftian and has like spiders that like latch onto your tongue and control your mind. Zombie spiders, it's great.
Interesting.
By David Wong. It's he's the guy he's the lead editor on cracked.com. So, it's actually quite funny.
Do you want to hear what, like, we can run through one of the things on the run sheet.
Is it another domestic abuse case?
No, it's
good.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, I love ridiculous.
Kanye West.
Oh boy.
You may have heard about this.
I pretend he doesn't exist.
So do I. But occasionally he's just too funny to ignore.
Was he at his Kanye best this week?
Oh, he was at his Kanye blurst this week.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry, I had to just take a swig of water before I died. So Kanye West was at a concert this week.
Oh, did he play music? Does he do that?
He did play music. And
I thought he was just a producer.
No, he does music. And one of his things was he felt so I don't know, giddy or whatever, that he was like, you know what, I can't continue playing this concert until everyone here is standing up on their feet. Everyone.
I did hear about this.
So he's waiting, and he's like, no. There's one, two, there's a few people who still aren't standing up. And as he has like one of his security guards go and check to see why they aren't standing up, he's like pacing around on the stage. There's no music going on. And the entitlement of this motherfucker, he goes, God damn, this is the longest I've had to ever wait before I had to play a song.
So this is why I don't follow this man, because he's a jackass. Christ.
Turns out the two people who weren't standing up, disabled.
Yeah.
One in a wheelchair, one with a prosthetic leg.
Yeah.
As soon as he heard that, he was like, all right, cool. And he started playing his music.
Okay. That's a little better than I thought that was going.
Yeah.
Like some Gestapo shit was like, no, you're gonna stand. Ugh, horrifying. But glad that didn't actually happen.
And then I read, it might as well have been Onion. It wasn't Onion, and it wasn't The Onion, and it wasn't a particularly well-known, or at least not well-known to me, satire newspaper. But they ran an article about to sort of apologize for that. Kanye West agreed to play a charity basketball game with disabled kids in wheelchairs, but he refused to play in a wheelchair. And these were all like middle school age kids, and he and his team just absolutely beat the shit out of them, 114-6.
When I first saw that article, I thought it was real. I'm glad it wasn't.
Me too.
Yeah.
And then I read all of it. And at one point, it says in the article that parents started taking their kids out of the game and taking them home because it was becoming such an obvious route. And Kanye was shouting after them about quitters and sore losers, and you know, he like threw a basketball in a kid's face, and
dark show tonight, Kevin.
He shouted like,
can you
some
feel the
like that
shadows turning us into a noir painting? Like, I mean, damn, that chiaroscuro, it's just everywhere.
Good use of chiaroscuro.
Yeah, dude, I'm an artist. I say these words.
Speaking of words, do you remember one
Bear
particular
Force One?
No, do you remember one particular
I love that song.
show or segment that I guess we didn't do last time because I wasn't totally prepared?
Using big words hurts you.
Oh my god, are we doing this again?
Yeah, we're doing this
The big
again.
word segment. Okay, guys. We're going to say big words, and I'm going to try, or is Kevin going to try and guess the meaning? No, Kevin has them in front of me, so I'm going to try and guess the meaning.
Actually, we're going to change it up. Because I didn't pick any words, I just opened up the computer to
Ooh, I get the computer
a
now.
gigantic dictionary of random big words. Look through, pick a big word, and I'm going to try and guess what it means.
Mattify.
Mattify?
Would you like me to use it in a sentence?
Yes, please.
Hold on, I'm trying to make it timely. Joffrey was quite mattified by the hound's glistening nipples.
Turned on?
Oh fuck, I forgot I lost it on the page. Oh. There's like 100 words here. Where did it go? It means to moisten or make wet. I'm not sure if that counts as a euphemism, if like the meaning is euphemistic, but the word itself is not.
I don't think the word is a euphemism if the meaning is a euphemism. Try another.
No, that's too specific. Oh, I love these. I love ology words. Okay, malacology.
Malacology.
Yes, it is a study of something.
Yeah. The ology is a study of something, so malaclub
or
I was thinking of that. I was thinking the study of orcs, but I don't think that's it. Malacology. Could that be the study of evil? Because mal is the Latin word for evil.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
I mean study of mollusks.
Oh.
Like shellfish.
Huh. Malacology.
I think it means like soft or something.
So malic is the root for mollusk. Latinate.
Well, there's also...
That's interesting.
Malacophanous, which means soft-voiced. And malacophilius, which means pollinated by snails. Mimose?
Is that just a mimosa with an A left off of it?
Shaped like a breast. I didn't even know we had these words.
Yeah.
These are all M's. Give me something that's not an M.
Yeah, there's a whole like bar somewhere where you can find.
It's at the bottom, not to the top.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's at the top. There's a bar where you can click on other letters.
Okay. We did this last time. Xanthic, yellowish. I think we did that.
No, we
did we not?
Well, maybe.
I feel like we did that. Zennial.
Zennial.
Yep.
It happens once in a great while.
It means of or concerning hospitality towards guests.
Oh, does that start with an X?
Yes, it does.
Oh, I thought it started with a Z.
I'm bad at words. Xenomania? No, we're not. Nope, we're not defining that. Going on. Zerotic with an X. It's like the word erotic, but with an X in front of it.
Yeah. Xero?
TIC. Yes.
Zerotic. Because I know Xeno means of others, like guests, foreigners, something like I don't know zero, though. Xero.
Means dry.
Really?
Yes, really.
So attracted to dry things?
No, just dry. Like it's an adjective, it means dry. Zerotic. Like this is a really zerotic table. It's dry, it's not covered in liquid.
Zerotic means dry.
Yes. Absence of moisture.
Okay, give me that. I'm going to do a few for you.
No, wait, one more.
Okay.
Ziphius.
Ziphius?
Ziphius.
With an X or a Z?
With an X.
Xiphias.
Xiphias.
Ziphius. That sounds like something I would do to a fairy.
I'm concerned now.
Ziphius. No, that's probably an adjective about how fabulously how ziphious your rear end looks tonight. How wonderfully crepuscularly ziphious it is. Ziphious being an adjective that means something like supple.
It means swordfish.
Ah.
Like actually, it's a noun. It means swordfish. Where are you getting these words?
Where are you getting these words?
From the website you provided me.
Exactly.
Okay. Who provided you with the website?
Google search.
Odessa.
Google search. Why did you say Odessa?
Because you got it from her. I don't know. I'm guessing, dude.
No, I radioscond.
It means to abscond with a radio. Or no, it means
not radioscond, radiosond.
To solder sound waves together with a soldering iron.
Final answer?
Yes.
It's a radio transmitter in balloon used to gather weather data.
So those things that people always think are UFOs?
Yeah, those are radiosondes.
Awesome. I watched 2 episodes of The X-Files with people last night, so that was really fun. UFOs are on the mind. We should watch The X-Files, Kevin. It's really lovely.
Ripianist.
That sounds like something I don't want to happen to my body.
Oh my god.
Because it sounds like ripped penis.
Ripienist.
You know, I don't have the linguistic knowledge or background in any way to actually accurately guess what any of these words mean.
Which is why this is particularly funny when you do it.
Yes. And I don't try and work these out because I already know from basic knowledge that I don't know what they mean.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna guess
which
that
is
it
why
means,
it's fun to hear what your guesses are.
Jogging with a limp.
It means supplementary instrumentalist.
So like second flute or something?
I guess.
Huh.
How about a word that starts with an L?
Ludicrous. Speed.
Locuplete. Here, do you want me to give you an example, actually?
Yes, please.
All of the things in the boxes at the warehouse where I worked are locuplete.
None of them are put together, and all of them smell like boxes.
No.
Darn it. They're all from IKEA? No. They wouldn't, they wouldn't have a word for that.
They might. IKEA-esque.
Used. Previously owned and farted in.
Well stored.
Darn it. I was going for like what? You sell? Didn't you have like a warehouse full of Gatorade at one point?
Well, yeah, but that was the secondary warehouse. I
Okay.
mean, that was the warehouse where I worked. But... Okay, let's do one more. Odoriferous.
Unable to hear dogs.
Emitting a usually pleasant smell.
Damn it. I thought the fact that it sounded like the word odor meant it had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, that's usually how it works.
I was thrown off.
Hey, do you know what time it is?
Bear Force. That was the quickest cut we've ever had to the late night theme. I just want to let you know
I think
that.
so. Yeah.
That was quite wonderful.
Yeah. I pride myself on getting quicker and quicker at late night cuts.
Yeah.
Next week, I'm just going to be like, late night. And we're going to
Kevin, I'm always in the mood for late night. That's fine.
Oh, my.
Late night means salty chips and sleep and cartoons.
I mean, maybe that's what it means to you.
Well,
No, Odessa's at work tonight. No, never mind. She's not at work. She was at work this morning.
Okay.
She's
sleeping right now.
She's out with not sleeping. It's 8:45.
I would be sleeping if I had to go to work as early as she does.
I mean, she doesn't have to. She's taking the GRE tomorrow. Holy shit, man.
That's I'm gonna pretend I remember what that is.
That's like the SAT except for grad school.
Right. Okay. For all grad schools or just grad school?
Just all grad school.
Wow.
Any of them.
Okay.
It's like the general reciproc.
Is there trigonometry on it?
I don't know about trig. I know there's algebra
Fuck.
and geometry.
Fuck. I can answer really well the art and English questions.
Yeah, I mean there's a shit ton of like English-y type questions from the sound of it. A lot of vocabulary type stuff.
Oh shit. It's like, what does this mean?
More like which word fits better in this sentence, and they'll give you a choice of 3 words. That sort of thing.
I was always terrible at that.
So yeah, she's taking that tomorrow morning, and it takes like almost 4 hours to complete.
Wow,
so
it's like the bar.
Wishing her luck. If she's listening, she said she might be listening to this tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know if she is, but
Did I ever tell you I got I don't want to say perfect 'cause it's not perfect, but I got 600 in every category on my SAT scores in high school.
Is that's
It's not good. It's not bad either. I just honestly think that someone lost my scores and had to put in the defaults for all of them. Because it was...
Yeah, I was going to say, because that's 1,800, which is like, that's what they tell you is exactly average, like to have 600.
Exactly. 600 every category. And it's not like I didn't fill anything in or like did some weird hokey stuff. I tried, and it's just like, just sort of ended up that way, and I'm really
That's
I don't
really
care.
strange.
I don't care anymore
because
I'm in
you are
college, but...
really definitely not average.
Thanks, Kevin. I mean, yes, thank you, but also thank you? Question mark. Bees?
Yeah, I don't. I dread having to take the GRE. I mean, fortunately, I don't have to take it for a few years.
Yep.
Because, I'll take a gap year or two before grad school.
Yeah.
If I even do, I'll probably do grad school.
I need to do grad school. So bad.
Yeah. I'd like to do grad school. I think it would be nice, just because I don't. On one hand, I'm really done with academia.
Yep.
On the other hand, I really don't want to leave.
Yep. I feel both of these things at the same time.
I feel like that's a big thing that a lot of people feel at this point in college.
Yeah.
And something that, like, no one is addressing.
Yeah.
Like, no one is addressing that concern at all.
Well, I mean, it's not plausible to do education the rest of your life unless you become a teacher or something. But it's like, what do we do about it? Well, I guess just kind of be okay with it, maybe.
Well, I mean, there are other, like, practical ways in which you can, because it's not necessarily just the practicality of actually doing education all your life. It's more about the mindset that you're in while you're in an academia setting versus when you're not. Yeah. And I think it'd be really helpful if, we had someone who, I don't know, was a specialist or a psychologist or something who would come in and sort of workshop with us or talk to us about, hey, here's how to do, here's how to keep this mindset going even when you're not in school so that you won't, like, drive yourself crazy in your cubicle or, I don't know. I just wish there were sort of more ways that we could bridge the gap that wouldn't be so much sort of figure it out on your own.
Yep. But now you're in college. Hooray! Now you're at the top of the world. Now go work like a fucking McDonald's, a McJob somewhere. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna go live in the mountains and break my leg and then not have any hospitals.
Right, and then a cheetah will maul your face off.
Oh.
Or, sorry, not cheetah, cougar.
Yeah.
Cheetahs don't live in the mountains.
No, they don't.
Cougars do. Cougars do.
Cougars are everywhere. Watch out for cougars.
This has been a public service announcement.
Yep. Only you can prevent cougar fires.
Totally.
Yep.
Turtly.
For
sharks.
For sharks. Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm tired. It's been such a freaking weird, long, kind of tiring, sleepy weekend. Jesus Christ.
My weekend went by super fast. I mean, I'm still recovering from sickness enough that it's been pretty weird, but I don't know. It's just been... It's been kind of also weird because yesterday I did all of my homework. Like,
all of it.
All of it. All of the homework that's due on Monday, I did it yesterday. So today I woke up and I had nothing to do. I just sort of watched Frasier and fucked around on the internet.
I napped. I did laundry. And I actually studied for my test tomorrow, so that was good. I tried to...
You have a test already?
Yeah, in logic.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's not hard. We're talking about truth tables and the definition of logical signature of things. Yeah.
Sounds like you have a really good grip on it.
I do. There's just... I'm not really sure what would exemplify it. Like, do you want me to draw a truth table proving that, like, A and B is true or something, or is an argument? It's like basic stuff like that. We haven't gotten to like the proofs or anything, which according to Lydia are the interesting bits. By the way, hi Lydia. You're not listening to this because you're in Scotland, but hi.
Did you see that picture of her that Emma posted?
There is a single picture of her, yes. She's walking through the Scottish Highlands, I can only assume.
Yep. Trekking through the very not independent Scottish Highlands. I was a little bit disappointed about that.
I have no opinions on this matter.
I mean, I was just disappointed because I wanted to actually see what would happen if Scotland became independent. Because it's just a terrible idea. That would have been a terrible idea. But they're Scots. They love terrible ideas. Like wearing kilts.
Dude, kilts. You know, like I love kilts.
When it's windy and rainy in winter.
Well, okay, no, not in the winter. But like normally in the summer, it's very breezy between your sides.
Scotland summer does not get that hot, though.
Well, it gets that hot here.
Yeah.
And we live here, not in Scotland.
Yeah,
Lydia, bring us back kilts.
Like a
and
real
bagpipes.
actual kilt is actually pretty expensive.
Bring us back fake kilts or finger kilts.
Finger kilts?
Yeah, like little kilts for your fingers.
Like a finger puppet?
Yeah, like finger puppets, except it's like a Scotsman. And they're all like, oh, yeah. Because they're from Minnesota. And they don't want they don't want you commenting about their cultural heritage. Thanks.
What the fuck has our show turned in?
I just ran with it. I'm tired. Hey, Mac3, how you doing? Good job.
Still, I mean, the wire isn't cut anymore. Well, is it cut? I mean,
it's running into the what's this thing
box.
called?
Box
a
table thing.
Yeah, it's running into the table. But
it's running into the box thing under the table here.
I guess I believe so.
Okay. I mean, do you want to test it out?
Yeah, sure.
Here,
Turn it on.
I'll put the mic up for you. Go run over to. Go run over to mic 3 and test it.
Can you hear me?
Actually, yes.
Can you? Wait, really?
Yes. No, I can hear you.
Wait, mic 3 works?
I can hear you just fine.
Whoa! What the hell did you expect? Revelations. And now I'm speaking on 2 mics at once.
That's really awesome. Now we can have a guest in the studio.
I know, right?
And not have to share a mic.
Can you actually hear me? No, you can. I can hear myself coming out of the mic.
I can hear you.
That's so cool. Yeah. Should we have a guest?
Maybe next week. Yeah, maybe we should have
week.
like Lee or Aaron or someone.
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
Okay.
That's the thing that could happen.
Yeah. Well, it's 8:57, and we need some time to strike, and the next people need some time to set up. So I think.
Can we have a closing question?
Yes.
What was the favorite piece of food that you ate this week?
I really did not eat much of anything this week.
You should get on that food. It's good for you.
I ate I barely ate anything this past week. Like, the amount of sushi I had at dinner the other night?
Yeah.
That was the equivalent of about twice as much as I usually have in a day for this past week and a half-ish.
You have been sick.
Yeah, I've been really sick. I've lost all of my appetite, basically. But I'm getting
not all
better.
Your weight?
Unfortunately, no. I've been very sedentary as well.
Yeah.
But regardless, I think it's time to end it. We'll leave you with a very silly song called Electronic Supersonic.
Electronic Supersonic.
Yeah. And we'll see you next week, same time, same place.
Same
this
bat
has
channel.
Been What the Hell Did You Expect?
Blah.
Hey baby, wake up from your sleep. We have arrived onto the future and the whole world is become